Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Gomez, also known as Stereo Choir, and I am making this video. This isn't something I normally do. I'm going to be starting the live stream here pretty soon because I just got it all figured out with Pro Tools, and I wanted to make a video on how I did it because I've watched probably hundreds and hundreds over the past couple months, and I didn't see anything that did exactly what I wanted. There were bits and pieces all over YouTube that I took from and figured it out, but I finally got my all my sources and stuff figured out. So let me open up my OBS, and I'm running on a Mac, OBS, Pro Tools, and so it's going to be a very focused video on that, but I'm so happy that I figured this out, guys. So I want to share this with you. Here is OBS. I have a scene set up for my voiceover booth in here, I'm not going to get into this part of it, setting up the scenes exactly. There will be you can find other videos on YouTube for that, but I'll specifically be talking about how to get Pro Tools into here. So once you have a mic set up, which we'll go into the properties. It is coming in from my Scarlett, my 8i6, and my desktop audio that we have set up, all monitors off right there, but the properties of it, that is going to be Soundflower 2-channel, right? So you do have to go get Soundflower and download that onto your computer. There are other videos and stuff. I won't be getting into that, so get Soundflower. But once you have it, you're going to open up your audio Midi setup. You're going to create a new multi-output device, and once you do, you can name it streaming. That's what I did here. I left the master device as my Scarlett, and I chose 48 as my sample rate, but make sure you choose at least Scarlett and Soundflower. I don't think I need my iShowU. That's from other stuff I've tried that didn't work. So I'm going to use these two. Okay, so once those are chosen, you're going to go to your system preferences to sound. Choose your output as that streaming thing. Your input as your I chose my aggregate because that's what Pro Tools needs, and I won't change that. That was the biggest thing. Every video has you choose different outputs. They're all using different DAWs and things, and you can change in other DAWs, unlike Pro Tools, you can change your audio input and your audio output in one little setting, but with Pro Tools it's a little more complicated. So leave the input as your aggregate, okay? And now we'll go to Pro Tools. Playback engine still is that aggregate there, right? But the I/O, which is kind of another piece of the puzzle here. This is what made me figure it out. I've watched other videos about dual outputs, and I figured, well, if I can set up another output that goes to the Soundflower output, right? So let's go to, right here. So I look at Pro Tools aggregate. Thanks for bearing with me. We go to the audio devices portion of your aggregate device, which has your clock source as the Scarlett, and you can see all of your inputs. Have that choose Soundflower as well, okay? Because that's going to show you where the numbers underneath correlate to the outputs on Pro Tools. So 7/8 is for me, okay? So I'm going to make another new path, which is what I did here. New path, stereo. Let's get that out of there. Stereo. And I called it stream, which is right there. Okay, so once you do that, it pops up right here, and you get to choose these. 7/8, like I said, was the other one. So I chose 7/8, and I clicked it. So all of them right there. You can see the monitor one. That's my main one that goes to my headphones. This one goes to the Soundflower. And then you're good with this. Okay, so we stop with that. Output. Now that you've created two, hold down the Control key, and it allows you to choose two. Once you choose both of them that you have created, now your OBS will be reading this one, your headphones will be reading this one, and now you get to hear what OBS hears, what your stream hears, and it's all going in from Pro Tools to OBS. It is amazing. Watch, I will turn on this. I will turn on OBS, and let's just record a little MIDI patch. Okay. Boom. Let's pull this up. Just do that. So you know that the audio is all routed and you're getting everything coming through the record, and you can see the levels in here and you can hear me in OBS, and that was just the biggest thing for me. All right, you can go to your contact or whatever software instrument, because I'm gonna start live streaming now, but and you can hear everything because once you have the output coming into your headphones and one going right into the Soundflower channel 2 thing, which is what we did right here. Let me just go over it again, or you can just rewind in the video, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to go over it again. The input output, we make another path and the output channel, and we see 7/8 was mine. Your audio device will be different, but the way you can see that is going to your aggregate device, seeing your device right here. If you have the 2i2, the whatever other device you have, and you add the Soundflower, that'll show you the colors of the squares, and you can see what numbers you need to choose. 7/8 is for me, so I chose 7/8 as the numbers for my new output path, and I called it stream. So then I route everything in Pro Tools to 2 outputs using the control key while I choose it to choose both of these. And that is pretty much it. Once you have that selected in Pro Tools, in OBS, you choose Soundflower in the audio device for desktop audio, Soundflower 2-channel, and your mic. Okay. And earlier we had already done this too, but let me just show this if we forgot. You go to your sound, and you definitely need your output to streaming, which is that multi-output device we created, and the input to be your aggregate. Creating the multi-output device, as we've gone over already, you go to your audio MIDI setup, click this button, multi-output device, and then you name it. I called it streaming, and you choose your clock source to be your master device, to be your interface, but you also need to have Soundflower chosen. Okay, so let me get rid of this guy, and this is the thing that you needed to have set for the output. So I think I've gone over it quite a bit now. I'll show it one more time if it's showing. Right here, output is streaming, and that is why it goes right into OBS. So thank you for watching, guys. This has been Stereo Choir, and have a great rest of your night.